So, you followed all the amazing tips from this video, and congrats, your level got sent. One-way ticket to Rate Town, population you! Or so you thought. Okay, it's been days since your level was sent, and it's not rated. More days pass, and you even get another send, but still, no rate. So what gives? This is the step in the rating process some would argue to be even harder than building a rate-worthy level. Harder than getting mods to play your level. And it's getting RobTop himself to see your level. And in this video, we're going to look into it, how it works, and what can you do to increase your chances. So to start, let's talk about everything we know about level rates. You guys taught me a lot of stuff in the comments of my last video, so I'll credit those of you who I learned something from, or if you commented something I'm going to say in this video. So I kind of want to discuss and dive a bit into what you all mentioned in the comments of my last video about rates. We'll start simple first and talk about rate waves and how Rob rates. So, if you don't know, RobTop is the only person who can rate levels. RobTop likes to rate levels in waves, called rate waves, usually once per day. Every day, RobTop typically rates about 5 to 10 levels that are 1 to 9 star in difficulty. Demon levels and usually auto levels aren't rated daily. RobTop typically rates 5 to 10 demons every 2 to 3 days, usually following the aforementioned non-demon ratings. Now, as for when these rate waves occur, RobTop typically likes to rate levels between 12 to 3 AM Swedish time, or CEST. Of course, there may be outliers every once in a while, but if you want a general time to expect rates, that's your best bet. So now, let's talk about exactly how RobTop finds the levels he rates. So before we dive into this, there's something important to keep in mind. I'm about to show you guys how RobTop rates levels as he's shown in his Twitch streams. While it sounds perfect, these streams were 6 years ago and in 2.1. It's likely RobTop has updated or changed how he finds the levels he rates in that time. And if he has, we have no way of knowing. So the absolute best I can do now is give you the rundown of what RobTop explained in his streams. So, there are a couple of ways RobTop sources the levels he rates in order to find various levels from varying creators. RobTop occasionally likes to look at all recently sent levels when rating. Also, RobTop has showed that sometimes he looks at levels from the Magic tab with creators with at least one creator point already, which was obviously before the 2.2 change. He probably doesn't do this anymore. Lastly, another way RobTop finds levels is a filtration system that shows him levels that are sent by mods that use a song that hasn't been featured more than twice. Okay, so that makes sense. RobTop has multiple ways of viewing levels from all different kinds of creators. So, wait, Mr. Waffles says they got 15 cents before getting a rate. Hoodman1 says they got 27 cents and still no rate. So, why does that happen? Okay, first of all, let me just put it out there because people like to reiterate this in the comments, and it's true that a send does not always equal a rate. I'll rip the band-aid off and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. RobTop can get hundreds of levels sent to him every single day. He doesn't view most of the levels he gets sent. He just doesn't have time for it. Look at this clip.
It's always tricky to rate 0 creator point people because some of you guys steal content. I'm not naming names. Some of you guys steal stuff.
If a level or a user doesn't catch his interest sometimes, he'll skip it. If you're getting sends but not a rate, you're doing amazing, seriously. It's just that you're getting unlucky, and RobTop may be scrolling past your level, or it might not be getting his attention. When this happens, a common misconception is that you need to keep getting as many sends as you can. But remember what I mentioned earlier, RobTop has ways of sorting levels, so it might take time, but one send from a while ago may result in a rate in due time. So, what most of you are here for. How can you increase your chances? How can you prevent this from happening? Here are the best pieces of advice I can give based on what we know and those stream clips from RobTop. If you know any advice that would also help, please leave it in the comments. I'll heart as many as I can. 1. When Rob is scrolling through sent levels, there's a good chance he's going to be drawn into levels with higher like counts. So you know what that means? You gotta get us some more likes. Remember all the tips I gave in this video about promoting your level and sending it to different level request streamers? Do it a million times. Rack up those likes and downloads. Just don't spam mods, don't spam streamers, and don't advertise in other people's comments or projects like normal. Your goal is to give RobTop another reason to rate your level, that being, people clearly love it. 2. If Rob clicks on your profile, you're going to want something that'll redirect his attention to your level. Make sure there's a post about your latest level in case RobTop sees it. It shows that it's a level you're proud of and that you're willing to post about it. This might help capture RobTop's attention. 3. Make sure the level is at least long. It's a better look than leaving it medium. It's written in the rating system tips that long has become the standard for rated levels these days. For platformers, this doesn't really matter. The link shown on the levels isn't always accurate to a real playthrough. 4. Make sure your level is optimized and runs well no matter what. Your level can look eye-watering, but if it runs like shit, it can ruin the chance of it getting rated. 5. Remember what I said about the times that rate waves occur. Recall that Rob typically rates levels daily 12 to 3 AM CEST. It definitely helps to have your level recently sent around that time in case RobTop checks the top of the sent tab. If you ask me, the best way of making this happen is sending to level request mods live streams who are streaming around that time and hoping they send your level. But if it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. Remember, RobTop has other filters to see all sorts of levels that have been sent. 6. Also, if you're going for a first rate, remember that Rob rates a lot more 2 to 9 stars than anything. You'll have an easier time getting a rating if you try to go for a 2 to 9 star rather than an auto level or a demon. 7. I've seen people mention this before, and it does have some truth to it. Building a fan base and getting popular outside of Geometry Dash, for example on YouTube, does help your chances and helps your level gain popularity faster, which ties into my first tip. Not to mention, if people like your levels enough, they may even send your own levels to mods for you, which can get some extra sends and boost your chances. If you need help starting YouTube, start by posting showcases of your levels and make the content that you would enjoy watching. But also look up advice on YouTube growth, as that's not exactly in my wheelhouse. And finally, 8. A lot of people struggle with this one. Patience. Remember what I said earlier. You don't need a million sends. You don't need a perfect level. Just focus on creating new things and moving forward. If you release a lot of levels, some may get rated easier than others. Don't get stuck on trying to get one of your levels rated when you could be spending all of that time working on a new, better level that pushes yourself even further. If you're letting yourself get upset over one of your levels taking a long time to get rated, stop right now and just think about how many other people are sharing your experience. This is just something that happens in Geometry Dash and can be solved with one simple thing: patience. Continue to work hard and to make new levels. Learn new things. A level of yours takes a while to get rated, that sucks. It happens to most creators. Don't feel defeated. And maybe one day, that level you lost hope on a while ago will appear in the awarded tab just like it deserved to be all along. And lastly, to those of you who are still learning the editor and struggling to build a rate-worthy level in the first place, don't let that get you down either. If you'd like, you can always join my Discord for creating help, reviews, and questions. Or if you're an experienced creator already, we'd love to have you to help out new creators and join our advanced review team if you'd like. Also, I'm considering doing mock mod streams where I'll play your levels and give feedback like a moderator would and tell you what I would send it, or what I would recommend adding to make it send worthy. If you would like those streams, let me know in the comments. And quickly before I end the video, I don't like talking about myself very much, but if you watched to the end, thank you. I'm here making this video because I want to be known more for helping creators start and thrive rather than making my own popular levels. I'm going to keep making tutorials for everybody, and we're almost to 1,000 subscribers. I'd appreciate it if you helped me reach that goal. Thank you everyone for the support. Peace.